You can't get complacent. That's honestly the video there. I have nothing else to say. I've seen a lot of people, they set goals for themselves, they go after it, and immediately after they start to see some sort of results, they will take a backward step. You go to the gym, for let's say a month or two, eventually there's something called newbie gains. If you go to the gym, you probably know what that means. But the first time you do anything, the first initial period is where you're going to notice the most gains out of it, the most benefits, the most like eye-catching changes. And let's say you're going to the gym for the first couple of months, you see yourself building muscle, you've gotten a bit leaner, or let's say you've started a social media page and you're getting a ton of traction early on. And what happens is eventually, without you even knowing, you will get the temptation to be complacent. And it's not even a conscious thing, one random day you will get that urge, okay, I've done enough, why don't I take a break from the gym? I've been consistently uploading for months and months and months. Why don't I, just take a break for myself? Why not have a day where I do nothing and just enjoy myself? You will get these thoughts, it's inevitable, you will get these thoughts. And if you give in to these thoughts, it's like you may think, okay, one day is not going to make a difference, but that one day will make a difference in terms of a mindset perspective. Sure, like actually, for example, let's say you're staying super consistent with the gym, you've gone every day to the gym for a month. Taking a day off is not going to do anything bad as such, but that one day that you do take a day off will lead to multiple days in the future where you get those temptations again and again of, okay, one day I can take a day off, right? Nothing's going to happen to me. I took a day off last time, nothing really happened, I can do it again. And it will become the cycle where you slowly but surely start getting complacent, you fall back. Instead of making progress, you degress. And this is very common for obvious reasons. I mean, think of it, you're working hard for a period of time, you actually start seeing results. Obviously that temptation will come of, okay, I can actually relax a bit. I can relax a bit, I can just take my time. That feeling will come, it's inevitable, but it's how you deal with that feeling. Do you give in to that temptation, or do you actually say, no, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing right now? Because when you don't have that thing that you want, you will stay so relentless in actually trying to pursue and get that thing. Whereas when you start seeing glimpses of actually getting that thing, when you're getting closer and closer, that's when the urge, the hunger to actually achieve it will fade off, and you will start getting more complacent. If you want to achieve long-term success in anything, I know this is like every single person says this, but consistency is key. And you're only going to be consistent if you don't get complacent, if you avoid that temptation to get complacent. You can't afford to do that. And by that, I don't mean you should never take a break from whatever you're doing, right? That's literally impossible. Eventually there's going to come a time when something happens, something pops up in your life that you did not expect, and you have to attend to that, then doing whatever you usually do on a daily basis. That's inevitable. But the key is to find excuses to do that thing rather than finding excuses to not do that thing. That's the difference. That is like the main difference between people who actually want to achieve success and the people who set goals for themselves and start off well but then taper off. You have to have that mindset of finding reasons to do that thing, not finding reasons to not do that thing. If you find reasons to not do that thing, then you just don't want it bad enough. You don't deserve to even have it, to be honest. And the more you find excuses to do it, that is the more likely you are to actually continue to make progress and get to the level that you want to be at, not just fall off. No complacency.